Hi, it's Ariel Schwartz. I want to do a little bit of a share as we go into our darkest days and our holiday season about the importance of looking for beauty. So many of you know that one of my personal practices is to take these daily walks and to really look and savor and enjoy the setting sun, sometimes the rising sun when I'm up early enough. But these moments are incredibly precious and incredibly important, especially when we are all being confronted with frightening or disturbing or dark moments of the world, and the ways that that can kind of dominate our perceptual field, whether that's our internal world and the challenges that we get confronted with in ourselves, or whether that's what we're looking at in our external world. So I wanted to share a little bit about the importance of looking for beauty, and also also about like how it is that we can plant seeds for kind of generating more of that goodness within us and around us. So, it is every single being's birthright to be loved. We are all born worthy of care, kindness, generosity, attention. And for many of us, especially if you've experienced complex trauma or developmental childhood trauma, you didn't get that. You didn't get that reinforcement of that birthright. And unfortunately, we can confuse the fact that we didn't get it with our own worthiness of it. Right? We can think that because we didn't get it, it was something about me that I didn't deserve that, or that there was something wrong with me that I didn't get it. And that's just not true. There was something wrong with your environment that didn't give that to you. So what we want to do is actually realign ourselves with the truth of that birthright of who you really are. Right? Who everyone is. It's not that you're somehow more deserving of it of anybody else, right? Every single being is deserving of this. So that's part of what healing is a realignment process. And when we look at, some of the research on the brain and the body and trauma, or just basic survival, we realize that like there's many good reasons why we've had to learn to scan for what's wrong and to protect ourselves from the potential threat of someone who can't take care of us, or someone who's cruel to us, unloving, unkind. And having developed that skill to hone in or be vigilant for those potential sources of pain is really necessary at one point. Your life probably depended on that skill. And yet, as we grow into adulthood and ideally have some ground of safety, the greatest hope that we have is that we can soften that vigilance and really turn towards where those kind of old necessities of protecting ourselves maybe aren't necessary anymore. It's kind of like carrying the weapons and the armor that was once needed when we were fighting a war, but that war has ended. So we can, then reorient. But mind you, like I'm very aware that there are many, many of us out in the world who are continuing to live in survival, even into adulthood, whose lives depend upon that vigilance and that self-protection. So, that's kind of what I hold in my heart as I even share this. And even so, like when we can spend that time to redirect our attention into what is nourishing and what is positive, that still can make a difference. And whether that's that one person that took the time to listen and care, whether that is that one place in your life, or maybe that pet in your life that is so a source of nourishment, a source of ease. So then we can start to counteract what we often refer to as the negativity bias, right? That tendency to just hone in on everything that's wrong, so that maybe we can shift into what is right. Rick Hansen speaks about this in his work on hardwiring happiness, right? And this quality of what he refers to as the acronym of HEAL, which is to have a positive experience, enrich it, absorb it, and then link those positive experiences with the distressing or negative material from our past so that we can actually have more range, more ability to go, oh yeah, these hard things happened, but that doesn't have to, again, kind of fill up the entire span of my awareness or, so, have to fully define me. I can define myself in some other field of awareness as well. So I will accompany this little share with a reading from the Post-Traumatic Growth Guidebook. And this is from a section in here called Buried Treasure and Hidden Joys. Notice what happens if you actively seek out the buried treasure and hidden joys of positive moments in your life. Notice the colors, sounds, scents, and tastes of each joyful experience. Give yourself permission to fully enjoy a hot cup of tea or slowly take in each distinct flavor in a favorite meal. Go for a walk outside and take the time to notice the colors of the trees, grass, and sky. Allow yourself to be nourished by the things you love. What joys do you discover in your breath or in the sensations of your body? What treasures live inside of your imagination? Make a point of finding these positive moments, whether they are in your home, the great outdoors, or the creativity of your mind. By allowing yourself to savor these positive moments and pleasurable sensory experiences, you help build your capacity for joy, happiness, and excitement. Just like children love treasure maps and instinctively know the importance of looking for gold or digging up buried treasure, you also have this built-in capacity to look for the good, to persist until you find it, and to allow yourself to celebrate joyfully once it has been found. It is a great gift to be alive. But sometimes we forget. Like pirates that come and steal your joy, the critical voices of yourself or others leave you emptied out and depleted. While it may be buried deep inside, this capacity for pleasure and joy exists in us all. This deep sense of gratitude for life itself is simply awaiting rediscovery. Even if there are pirates, be that child and find the treasures that life holds for you. So I'm wishing you a wonderful season that gives you those opportunities, hopefully, to slow down and tune in and find that spacious ease.